Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Girl Talk. A lot of you guys always asking me if I'm not a girl, can I still watch these videos? Don't be asking that. You can watch whatever videos you want, okay? But these are actually pretty general, okay? Just apply whatever it is that you can apply to yourself. I'm saying she, apply to he or they or whatever gender you identify as, okay? You can always watch or apply these videos no matter who you are, okay? I just call them girl talks, of course, for monetization and SEO purposes, and because most of my audience is girls. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about how to know you are dating a narcissist, okay? Now, I will say the word narcissist is thrown around a lot, and it's actually usually misused a lot, okay? Especially lately, the past couple years, everybody's like, oh, I was in a relationship with a narcissist. I dated a narcissist. This person's a narcissist. And I personally don't like to say that most of the time, even though I do think a lot of people I know are narcissists. A lot of people I've dated are narcissists. But understand, being a narcissist is not just a general thing. It is a legitimate mental illness. Like, it's a mental diagnosis, and it's not okay to just go around saying that people are narcissists just because they tend to have narcissistic tendencies or tend to be very, very selfish, rude, disrespectful, or have a disregard for your feelings, okay? Understand, being a narcissist is a real thing. There's people that actually do suffer from being a narcissist or deal with the negative ramifications of being a narcissist, and it can be quite insensitive to go around just saying someone's a narcissist because they hurt your feelings really, really bad. There's a difference between being a narcissist and being legitimately just selfish and an ain't shit person. Understand, there's a complete difference, okay? So we're just gonna go over some of the things to understand if you are indeed dating a narcissist and what you should do if you are dating a narcissist. It's crazy because there's people that are actually in relationships with narcissists who are actually friends with narcissists. They do lead pretty fulfilling relationships, and narcissists do and can live really fulfilling lives. A lot of people give narcissists a really bad rep, and honestly, let's be real, with reason, because a lot of narcissists have ruined our lives, okay? Have genuinely ruined our lives. And I feel like, for the most part, again, a lot of people just be saying people are narcissists because somebody hurt their feelings horribly, and they're like, oh my god, I was in a relationship with a narcissist. It's like, yeah, that's just not how that goes, okay? So first things first, a narcissist is typically someone who does not have empathy. That's the key component of someone who is a narcissist. A narcissist is also someone who has a complete regard for other people. They only care about themselves. They think they are extremely superior and unique to other people. They're not able to resonate with other people. They have a severe lack of empathy. They are very, very dismissive of other people's opinions and their problems, and they're unable to recognize other people's opinions at all. So those are the very, very key components of a narcissist that you have to keep in mind. I feel like, especially when people talk about narcissists, they really forget the empathy part, because most people, they'd be like, oh my god, he or she is a narcissist, but then they forget, well, okay, the person, you know, was sad when their mom died. The person was sad when their best friend broke their leg. And it's like, if the person was a narcissist, they probably wouldn't be able to feel that. Like, that's what a narcissist is. Like, that person cannot genuinely feel bad for other people. That person genuinely only cares about them, what they want, what's going on in their life, and that's it. Like, that is what a narcissist is. There's people with narcissistic tendencies, but there's people that are legitimate narcissists, and people that are legitimate narcissists cannot, I repeat, cannot feel for other people. Like, it's just not in their DNA. And it doesn't necessarily make them bad people, it just makes them extremely unbearable. And they're people that most of us tend to want to ignore and avoid because they're very, very hard to deal with. Now, I have to read this off of my phone because it's a lot. Here are the list of the 9 criteria that make someone narcissistic. Now, according to the DSM-5, which is aka the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, someone with narcissistic disorder has to meet only 5 of the 9 criteria to be considered narcissistic. Grandiose sense of self-importance, preoccupation with fantasies of unlimited unlimited success, power, brilliance, beauty, or ideal love. The belief they're special and unique and can only be understood by or should associate with other special or high status people or institutions. Need for excessive admiration, sense of entitlement, interpersonally exploitative behavior, lack of empathy, envy of others, or belief that others are envious of them, demonstration of arrogant or haughty behaviors or attitude. And again, you only have to qualify for about 5 of them to be considered narcissistic, but again, they gotta have to be like pretty extreme and repetitive behaviors to be considered narcissistic, as I said. Now, of course, before we get into this video, please keep in mind you should definitely check in my description box for everything that you guys consistently ask me about down below. And I did just create a Patreon, so if you guys want to support me, please do so. The cheapest tier is $3 and the most expensive tier is $15. You guys get things like early access to videos, you guys get exclusive access to the private Discord, and you guys get to call into my D Mafia Speak session if you are on the highest tier, and you get exclusive life updates, which, listen, it's gonna be a lot on there, okay? I got stories for days that I want to tell, things that I can't talk about on YouTube because I'd get demonetized, so it's gonna be on there, and I just can't wait to see you guys on there. Do not feel bad if you can't support me. Of course, feel free to just join the free Discord if you want to, and you can also just feel free to just hit me up on Instagram if you want to talk to me or whatever case may be. You can also join Quote if you want to, which is an app where I'm frequently on. It's an audio-based app. There's lots of people talk about their mental health issues. Sometimes I'm just on there chilling with you guys. It is lit. Sadly, it's only available for Apple. Sorry, Android users. You know, you can find me on there. Username The Mel. It is on the screen, linked down below. I absolutely love that app. I'm on there all the time. For those of you guys who just really need people to talk to, someone to vent to, that app is lit. I'll be on there for hours sometimes, like hours, okay? I'm on there a lot, okay? And if you guys ever need a consultation for your business, you can definitely check into my business media hustle, where you guys can get a consultation for your business or your social media needs. So how do you know you are dating a narcissist? First things first, any single time I knew I was dating a narcissist, and I'm talking about actually diagnosed narcissist, was the charming effect. And I'm not talking about just charming because a lot of men are charming. I'm talking about like, baby, I love you in the first week type of charming. I'm talking about like borderline, if not blatant love bombing type of charming. The thing is with narcissistic people, they need people to always compliment them all the time. They need people to hype them up and always give them compliments, so they're gonna do it to you first, right? That's the only time you'll get a compliment from a narcissist, okay? Narcissists are always going to tell you straight up they love you, they want you, they want to be with you. They're gonna overly shower you with attention just so you can give them attention back, and this is gonna be short-lived, okay? It's gonna be fast, it's gonna be short-lived, so they can wrap you in and they can make you think that you're the most important person in the world, okay? Especially if it's a man. They're gonna make you feel so special, they're gonna make you feel so amazing so that you're roped in, and then before you know it, this is gonna stop, okay? This is how you know you're with a narcissist, because that brings me to my next point. You are not going to get any compliments from them. Everything is gonna be them, me, me. Aren't I so beautiful? Aren't I so amazing? Don't I look so good? Isn't this skirt so beautiful on me? Don't I smell so damn good today? My hair is popping, right? This haircut I got makes me look so good. My hair, amazing. These shoes, amazing. I'm the best person ever. That is because when it comes to narcissists, a lot of people think that narcissists are just really confident people. They're not, okay? Because confident people, contrary to popular belief, do not gas themselves up, do not need compliments, do not necessarily need people to gas them up. Everyone though in their life genuinely appreciates a compliment though, right? You want your man or your girlfriend to say you're beautiful. You want your friends to say, oh yeah girl, you look cute, but they don't fish for compliments. They don't live off compliments. They don't need compliments to survive. Narcissists need compliments to survive. So bringing it back to my last point, they rope you in and they love bomb you so that when they stop and all of that stops on their end, you're giving it to them, because they feed off of that energy. They feed off of you to give it to them. If you do not give it to them, it will be hell to pay. That's how they survive. They survive off of compliments. They survive off of you telling them that they're perfect, they're amazing, they're this, that, and the third, okay? They have to have that. They don't have it, I kid you not, they cannot survive, or they're gonna gonna get it from somewhere else. This is why narcissists usually tend to cheat, okay? They usually tend to cheat. They usually tend to get attention from elsewhere if they're not getting it from their significant other. I'm not gonna say all of them are cheaters, but they do require a lot of attention, okay? They require a lot. Like, I'm telling you, like, day, night, all the time, they require a lot of attention because that's just the way they are. It's like having a damn 3-year-old, okay? Because you know how 3-year-olds are always just like me all the time? Like, imagine a 3-year-old, but like in a grown person's body that just never grew up. Everything is all about them all the time. They don't care about you. You'll never get a compliment. They'll never ask you about yourself. They'll never ask you about what you have going on. It's all them. And that brings me to point number 3. They are conversation hoggers. They will absolutely never care about what you have going on in your life because they think that your life is boring and their life is the only life that's going on, okay? And this is not even a conscious thing with them. This is something that is literally ingrained in their brain because, like I said, narcissistic disorder is like a real mental thing. They do not recognize anyone else's life other than theirs. So they're too busy thinking about them to think about you. So if you're having a conversation with them, it's all about, oh my God, yeah, this is what happened with my day. This is what happened to me. This is what happened yesterday, today, tomorrow, next year, last year. This is what I'm doing in 10 years. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. Never asking you about anything that you got going on. Now, again, you guys are probably like, well, I got a friend that never asked me about myself. She's probably narcissistic. No. There's a difference. Some people are just fucking selfish. Some people really don't care about you. But also remember, there's some people that just never divulge anything about themselves. Like, I have certain people in my life that literally just come to me and vent, and I just don't tell them about myself because every single time I try to say anything about myself, they just don't give a fuck and they just revert the conversation back to themselves, or I just don't want to say anything to them because I just don't trust them with my business. There's a difference, right? There's a real difference because I don't think they lack empathy. I don't think that they're necessarily like bad. I don't think they're selfish. I don't think they're narcissistic. It's just there's different circumstances. You have to understand and learn how to differentiate different circumstances for different people, right? Not everyone is a narcissist just because they have certain narcissistic tendencies or things that you may deem as narcissistic. Some people are just selfish. Some people are just bad friends. Some people are bad listeners. Some people just don't know how to hold a conversation or have a conversation. Some people don't know how to have an equal conversation. Some people just aren't conversation hogs. But when it comes to narcissists, they consistently do this. They do this in every single conversation that they have with everyone, which means they don't know nothing about anyone, which you guys are probably thinking, damn, how the fuck do you have any friends when you don't know nothing that's going on with anyone in your life? That's because narcissists don't got no friends. They barely have any family. That's how you know that you friends or you in a relationship with a narcissist, because they have absolutely no long-term friends. This is probably like number 1. If you ever date somebody, if you ever become friends with somebody and they have no friends, this is like a very, very big red flag in anything. This is probably like gonna tell you straight up, yeah, this person's a narcissist. And this is the thing, right? There are some people out there that just cut off their whole life, their whole family, because they grew up in very toxic situations. They move like literally across the coast. But I will say that there's a lot of people that move from freaking New Jersey to California and they still maintain friends in New Jersey. There's people that move from freaking Washington, from Florida, they still maintain friends in Florida. You still see 500 friends on Instagram, whatever case may be, they still got friends. Narcissists don't got that. Narcissists literally have no friends. You're not gonna see nobody nowhere. They have a phone to take pictures of themselves. They have social media to talk shit about people, to exist, to tell people how great they are, to convince people how great they are, because realistically their self-esteem is so low that they need you and they need other people that they can convince how great they are for you to tell them. They literally survive on non-reciprocal relationships. That's the whole premise here. And that's probably the whole dead giveaway right there that you're dealing with a narcissist. They can't keep a friend. They most likely cannot keep a job because nobody could work with a motherfucking narcissist because they're not team players, okay? Narcissists really, again, live in their own world. So they're more than likely gonna be like, I don't wanna wake up, I don't wanna do this, I don't wanna do that, I don't have to do that because for what? For what? Why I gotta do this? Why I gotta do that? Why I gotta go here? Why I gotta, like, cause I'm the boss. I could do this. I could rule the world. I can own the next Amazon. Like, they're very, very bigger than life, I should say. If some way they do have friends and they do have a job, to be honest, congrats to that damn narcissist, because that's a very hard thing for narcissists to do. That just means that they probably aren't that bad. They probably just have like narcissistic traits and probably have other mental illnesses. You know, it's probably really not that serious. But if they do, you'll notice a very, very heavy personality switch between you when they're at work, when they're in church, when they're around different groups of people. And some people probably do this on a regular basis, right? Like, I can't even say that. I was about to say I don't act the same around everybody now. I'm the same person everywhere. If anything, I can say on the internet I might be a little bit nicer, but barely. I'm I'm the same person everywhere. I don't really change around anyone. But the thing is with narcissists, they like to talk shit. They like to talk a lot of shit because the way narcissists are, they have to talk shit about other people to bring themselves up. And that's another key difference between confident people and narcissists. Narcissistic people are conceited, they're not confident. Understand, a conceited person and a confident person is two completely different things. A lot of people think that being conceited and confident is the same thing and that it is a synonym. It is not. Remy Ma made people think that conceited is confident, but it's not, okay? She was sitting there like, I'm conceited, I got a reason. No, Remy Ma, you should have changed that word. You don't want to be conceited because conceited means you're actually insecure and you're not confident at all. Conceited basically means that you're not confident at all. It means that you're basically hiding, you're trying to be confident, but you're not. You just faking it till you make it, in a sense, okay? People who are narcissistic don't have a high self-esteem, so they have to put other people down to build themselves up. That's what they do. So a lot of them are used to talking shit about their co-workers to their significant other. So you'll see when they are, you know, around work people, they're acting completely different. It's like, what the fuck? I thought you ain't like Sally from work. But then they see Sally, oh my God, hey Sally! Oh my God, I love your outfit. It's like, what the fuck? I thought you said you ain't like Sally. And you guys probably like, wait, a lot of people do this. Yes and no. Narcissistic people do it on a whole nother level. I'm talking about they probably baking cupcakes for Sally, okay? I'm talking about they probably going to the mall with Sally, okay? I'm talking about like doing all types of weird shit that is like, wait, but you don't like this person at all. Now you hanging out with them outside of work. Now you buying them things. Now y'all seem to be friends, but you was just talking about this person. Fake as fuck, okay? Narcissistic people are typically very, very fake if they do somehow keep any type of friends or any type of job. Hence why they usually can't keep any friend or any job. Oh Lord, the gaslighting. Gaslighting, the gaslighting, the gaslighting. Nothing is ever a narcissist's fault, okay? If they cheated, it's because you made them. If they pushed you, it's because you made them. If they got into a car accident, I guarantee you it could have been their fault. Insurance declared it as their fault. Police saw them literally pass through a stop sign and not stop. Guarantee you it's something. It is never their fault, okay? Narcissists live off of the it was never me, it's them, okay? This is all you, not I, never me, it's you. You know the perfect example of a narcissist? Go watch Money Heist and watch Berlin. That is a narcissist. That is literally like textbook definition of a motherfucking narcissist, okay? He's the most problematic person I've ever seen. Honestly, I really love him though. Like, he's one of my favorite characters, but he is the textbook definition of a narcissist. He acts like a narcissist, looks like, I think he is a narcissist. I think he could have been, I don't know if he was diagnosed in the show or anything like that, but he is literally textbook definition of a narcissist, okay? Go watch Money. He's gonna give you a perfect example. But those people, nothing is ever their fault. You will never ever see them taking responsibility for something because they see everything else as a non-entity. Everything else is an inconvenience. So if you try to say, oh, why did you drop the water on the floor? Well, why was the water in my way? Nothing's ever gonna be their fault. They are the victim in every story. A lot of people tend to do this, but not like a narcissist, okay? Narcissists tend to feel like everyone is after them, okay? They feel like everyone's trying to, you know, plan against them. Everyone's trying to take things away from them. Everyone's even trying to kill them even, okay? They feel like everyone is going to be the cause of their downfall. No one wants to see them succeed. Everyone is trying to basically get rid of them in this earth, okay? Like, it's insane. Like, it really is, because sometimes this could lead them to do really, really violent things or really like off the cuff type shit, especially if they have other mental illnesses at play. They are really nuts, okay? Dating a narcissist could be crazy because they just all over the place. They really are all over the place, y'all. Like, they're very special people. I will say, if you are dating a narcissist, God bless you. If you do want to not date a narcissist, the best thing you could do is leave, though. I will say this that much. I'm not gonna say it's not hard to leave a narcissist, but most of the time they're gonna try to act like they don't give a fuck that you left anyway, from what I've seen, okay? The narcissists that I've like been friends with or dealt with like romantically, a lot of them try to act like they don't care. They try to act like, oh, well, I don't give a shit, you know, I'm good by myself. They're very much so independent, I don't care if you leave type people. They're usually not going to try to chase you unless they're like die-hard legitimate textbook narcissists. Then they might try to violently hurt you. They might try to actually like get you back in a way that isn't really pleasant. So I would say really try to go the legal route. If you can, move out of state. And you guys are probably like, this is very drastic, but no. If you know you're dealing with a narcissist, especially one that has violent tendencies, I would say very much so tell people what's going on. Do not try to keep it to yourself. Do not try to sit there and like, oh, I'm gonna deal with this myself. I'm gonna deal with it in private, because I guarantee you, if the narcissist wants you, if the narcissist loves you, if the narcissist is the type of narcissist that you know is going to hurt you, can hurt you, has been abusive in the past, they will, especially if you try to leave them, especially if you try to embarrass them. That's one thing a narcissist does not like, embarrassment. You should definitely tell someone, get a restraining order. At least if anything happens to you, you'll have a legal paper trail. They'll know where to look first, because I see too many people, I'm not gonna say nothing, he ain't gonna do nothing, she ain't gonna do nothing, da 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 da. Yeah, that's a mistake, okay? Always have a legal paper trail, even if you think it's not gonna do nothing, because it probably won't, because they usually don't. But at least you have a legal paper trail so people can know who did what, where, why, when. At least try to move very, very far away. Try to hide your tracks. Be very, very careful with social media. Don't be posting where you at. Don't be sitting here just like willy-nilly dating anyone and everyone and letting them know where and how you're dating, whatever the case may be. Try to be very, very sensitive with them. Don't lie to them. That's one thing narcissists don't like. Be very, very upfront. Tell them things in public when it comes to things that you know is gonna anger them. If you know damn well you don't want to be with them anymore, if you know damn well like it's not working, tell them up front. They don't like liars. They don't like being things being withheld from them. They don't like when people get around the bush. They don't like hearing things from other people. Like there's a lot of things like you gotta really tiptoe around it. If anything is gonna set them off, they're very, very vindictive, they're very, very vengeful, and things again can turn very, very violent. So comment down below, are you dating a narcissist? Have you dated a narcissist? What was your experience? Do you know anyone that's actually diagnosed with narcissistic disorder? I would love to hear your stories down below. Have you been diagnosed with narcissistic disorder? I'd love to hear it, because child, they're very interesting people. I do not think that people who are necessarily diagnosed with narcissistic disorders are like bad people. Understand there are different levels to this as well. It's not just like a said and done, oh you're narcissistic, you have narcissistic. It's not like that. And yeah, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, do all that, and I'm gonna see y'all next time. Bye.